Alright everybody, today we are going to talk about the possible next Bounty Fest to come. We are probably about a week or a week and a half till the next Bounty Fest. Of course, always, normally during the main EX, the next Bounty Fest comes out during their time, and usually that Bounty Fest counters the EX, so that would be counter to Shanks. So for like Film Red Shanks, of course we got Film Red Usopp and Yasopp, both of them kind of countered Shanks. For Gear 5th, we had Opbr and Queen that came out that countered him, and then for Shanks, we will see who we have, but it could just be someone random, but probably will be Egghead arc theme, so people outside of Egghead arc that are like, you know, in the arc still, or it's going to be in Egghead arc, but I think it's going to be outside Egghead arc. They gave us so many Egghead characters. They should take a break and give us outside Egghead, but let's start talking about who could possibly come. I got like 10 different characters that 10 different banners that I can talk about. I bet at least one of these characters will come. If it's someone random, I mean, I guess, no predicting, like, if they released Gear 2nd Luffy from Any's lobby or something like that. But I highly doubt it. But we definitely do need a Gear 2nd Luffy. It's been so long. I mean, we haven't even ever gotten one, but yeah, I don't know where our Gear 2nd Luffy is. He should have came out years ago. But as you can see, first character on I have is Kizu and Aokiji. I don't actually think they will be Bounty Fest, but I would not put it past Bandai to make them Bounty Fest. I really hope not, but it is always a possibility with Bandai. They'll make someone like Lucci and S-Snake a Bounty Fest, or EX, but then I bet they make someone like Blackbeard V2. Imagine he's just a Bounty Fest. But of course Blackbeard V2 probably wouldn't be a Bounty Fest. He's way too hype. He would make them way too much money. They would never do that. Probably. But yeah. Kizu I think is definitely somewhat possible of becoming a Bounty Fest. Once again, I hope not. I think we need more Admiral EXs. So Kuzan, I mean, technically an Admiral, but he definitely could use an EX spot also, even though he's a pirate, but still technically ex-Admiral. And yeah, those are my first option. Like I said though, please do not, I hope not, but it's Bandai, always possible. And then before I switch, we have also Kuzan and I split Kuzan and Van Augur. Of course, both of them went to Whole Cake Island to steal pudding. Instead of Kizu, it could be just these two or something like that. I don't think Kizu would come with Aokiji, but it's possible if he was Bounty Fest. But other than that, yeah, he'll just come with some random Blackbeard pirate. Alright, next we have then is Shanks Pirates. Of course, Shanks is out. Would make sense if we had more Shanks Pirates come. I don't think they would make a Shanks Pirates counter him though, so I don't think this is necessarily likely. We already have Yasopp and Batman in the game, so it's not going to be them. And second of all, they didn't really do anything. But they could just base it off Film Red. Of course, we could get any of the Shanks commanders. Shanks has what, like 7, 8, 10 commanders, something like that. Lucky Roo is probably the most likely one though, of course, since he's the second or third commander. I think he's the second. I think Yasopp's the third commander, but I don't think it's confirmed. But Lucky Roo is definitely the most likely character to come out of the red-haired pirates. He's the only, like, main 3 commanders that hasn't gotten. And I just put Rockstar next to him, but it could be any of the other red-haired pirates. It could be Monster, it could be, I don't really know their names, but yeah. Alright, next we have is Dory and Brogy. I know some people are gonna be like, no way they bring them. They're like 40,000 feet tall or whatever, but they're only 38 feet tall. I looked it up. Black Maria is only 28 feet. Of course, 10 feet difference is insane, but we have Black Maria in the game. Of course, they would scale them down. Black Maria in the game is definitely not 28 feet, I don't think, but they would just scale him down, make him as big as Black Maria or something. Black Maria is gigantic. I don't know if you've ever stood next to one when you're in, like, the starting game, like, before you can actually move in the match, when you're just loading, but she takes up like 3 spots. She takes up like your spot and the person next to your spot as she's on the end. So I think it's definitely possible Dory and Brogy could come as a Bounty Fest duo. What also would be cool, I don't think they will do this, a special bounty fest where it's a switching Dory and Brogy, and then maybe they have like a nuke skill where both of them come out and then do their, whatever attack it's called. That is possible, because I think eventually we will definitely see a switching Bounty Fest character. So far we have not gotten a switching Bounty Fest character, but we have people like Kid and Law, Lucci, I guess technically he transforms, but he's still switching, I guess. And then we have Yamato and Ace, but that would be cool, a switching Dory and Brogy. I'm not sure if they would counter Shanks though. Once again, I don't think they're gonna make his own like pirate crew counter him. But we will see. If they do or don't, but they are my next option that's possible in the game. Next we have then after that is Law and Beppo. I think these are the most likely options. Of course, we just saw Law and Beppo escape. We saw Beppo go in his Sulong form, pretty amazing, destroyed the Blackbeard Pirates. And then Law, of course, I don't know if it will be his female form, but I could see them making his female form the character instead of just his normal, form. But either way, it will be the Blackbeard versus Law fight. Also, in One Piece Treasure Cruise, they are getting a Law and Blackbeard character, so, and sometimes both games are kind of synced up when they release characters. Because, like, when they released Gear 5th, of course Gear 5th was hype. Of course, they're both going to release it at the same time. But people like Film Red Shanks were released at the same time, pretty much. So, it is possible Law and Beppo dual switching unit, or just dual Bounty Fest is, probably the most likely that I think will come. Because they are not in Egghead, they're outside of Egghead character, which would match with Shanks outside of Egghead. I don't know what you would call that. Egghead, I don't know, Egghead arc, I guess. Character, not Egghead though. And definitely would be fresh Bounty Fest. Also, any of these Bounty Fest, whoever comes, I think they're going to be Dark Element. Because whatever comes should counter Shanks. Should. Not all the time, but like I said, with Usopp, Film Red, countered Shanks. People like, who else? Opbr countered Gear 5th, and yeah, we'll see. And then, who came after Roger? I actually don't know. Was it Nolan and Kogara? Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure if they came directly after Roger, but of course those two also countered Roger. But yeah, Law and Beppo will most likely option in my opinion. Next, I put Cross Guild. Yes, Mihawk deserves an EX. Honestly, Crocodile deserves an EX also. But do I think Bandai would make another Bounty Fest Mihawk before EX? Definitely. I definitely think they will definitely do that. We ain't getting an EX Mihawk anytime soon, I don't think. I don't know what OPB, I don't know their logic they're thinking. Prime Garp as a Bounty Fest? Like, what? Prime Whitebeard as a Bounty Fest? How? They just be putting anyone Bounty Fest, and they put people like S-Snake and Lucci as EX. Like, it doesn't even make any sense, what? But yeah, I think both of these characters deserve a Bounty Fest. Maybe if they do decide to make Mihawk a Bounty Fest, cut him out and put Buggy there. Buggy and Crocodile. But honestly, I think Crocodile definitely deserves a EX character. And his Devil Fruit and powers are so cool. He would be an OP EX defender or something. Maybe he puts like a sand tornado on the flag you're at. Just like the one in that Alabasta stage that's so annoying. But it doesn't hurt you or your teammate. It just hurts the enemies. Imagine that. That'd be so broken. But I could definitely see them releasing a Bounty Fest Mihawk that counters Shanks. Definitely possible. But yes, Mihawk deserves an EX. Yes, he should get an EX. But it's Bandai. I honestly have no faith in them actually making him an EX. Next we have is Blackbeard Pirates. I just put many Blackbeard Pirates. Of course we have Van Augur if he doesn't come with like Kuzan and Burgess. Of course both of them were fighting Law on Winter Island or whatever it was called. Burgess with his strong fruit now, and then we got Van Augur with his teleporting fruit. Van Augur is going to be an OP Bounty Fest, I can already tell. OP Runner Bounty Fest. Defender? I mean, they could make him Defender, teleporting Defender, but I think he would benefit more as a whatever. Imagine he's like Lucci, kinda. Except you can pick, like, say you activate skill 2, it pops up a map for a second, and then you click whatever treasure you want to go on. That'd be so broken, and I think he could definitely have an ability like that. Literally choose what treasure, because we are getting people like Bluno that can choose to go to the furthest or closest treasure, so I wouldn't doubt if they eventually add a character that can choose exactly what treasure they want to go to. But, and then Burgess, strong attacker. What do I think Blackbeard? I mean, it doesn't really matter. We had people like Kagara and Nolan counter Roger, so anyone could counter Shanks pretty much. Next we have is Katharina Devon, and I have no clue what that drunk guy's name is, to be honest. He has the sick fruit, or no, he has the booze fruit or something like that. He can make people drunk from the air, I think, stuff like that. He can use flame power. Pretty cool devil fruit. And then Katharina Devon, she can transform into anyone. Imagine she could transform into one, like, say she can transform into one of the enemies, and she will act as an enemy on, like you can just sneak past them, and your team will think it's a friendly. Imagine that. That'd be OP. And then the booze guy probably will just be some kind of attacker, maybe runner, light the flag on fire or something. Or not runner, defender. Next we have is Doc Q and Lafitte. Luffy, I'm definitely waiting for. I want to see more of him in the anime / manga. He is probably the most unknown Blackbeard pirate, right? Even though he's one of the oldest. We know he has wings. We think he has some kind of angel fruit or something, people think. But he is definitely a cool character overall. His cane is cool. Right? He uses a cane? Yeah, he uses like a sword cane like Brook, right? I think so. I could be wrong, I don't know. And then Doc Q, of course, has the sick fruit. He can make whatever. He made like law into a girl. Sickness through the air. Pretty cool runner, I think. Yeah, he'll be on his like Pegasus probably, so he could be a runner. And yeah, pretty cool overall. Next we have is Egghead, if it is Egghead theme. So for Egghead part or whatever, the first Egghead character I think that could come is the rest of the Seraphim. I think they definitely could save some, because I mean after these two there's literally no more Seraphim they can add. These are the only ones that were revealed. Boa, S-Hawk, S-Bear, S-Shark, and I feel like there's one more. Am I crazy, or is... Nah, I think it was just those four. But yeah, they are definitely possible Egghead theme. I hope it's not Egghead theme, just Egghead arc. But possible we could go back to Egghead theme. Next I have our Vegapunks. I'm not sure how base Vegapunk would be, like first Vegapunk. They could just make him have some like cool gadget or something. Make him, honestly, he's probably more worth a step up unit. He is a cool character, and he's definitely OP with his gadgets, but how would they add that to the game? They might just make him a step up, but definitely I think Lilith, I think that's her name, could be a bounty fest. She could have like a giant robot move or something, or she could have whatever, her ray gun type gun. She can snipe people across the map, whatever. Do I think they would counter Shanks though? Probably not, but like I said, people like Kagara and Nolan countered Raji, even though they had like no theme. I mean, I guess they were all old gen, maybe that was the theme, but like someone like Sentomaru countered him, and yeah, Sentomaru definitely doesn't make sense. Finally, we have the rest of the Egghead Straw Hats. Egghead, Robin, Nami, and we also have Egghead, Jinbei, and Sanji, Egghead, Usopp, and Brook, and then finally Egghead, Chopper, and Frankie. I think these are the least likely, probably. I think they'll save the Straw Hats for later, maybe like the end of the arc, or maybe until they do more, but yeah, we already got Luffy and Zoro as Egghead characters, so they're probably going to save the rest of the Straw Hats for a little later. Probably Sanji and Jinbei will be the most hype whenever they come out, maybe next anniversary or 2 anniversaries from now, but we will see. But yeah, those are my predictions on who might be the next Bounty Fest. Definitely, hopefully going to be outside of Egghead theme. But like I said, the most likely is probably Law and Beppo.